I forgot to plug in my laptop and it died on me. Oh, easy enough solution. Z-Gun's got better reload, Next-Gen Gear has more health. Yeah, the problem with upgrading vehicles is that what you see is that what you have is what you get when it comes to vehicles. Air Raider. Honestly, I'm liking the light more. I love having a bomber. The point buy on some of these bombers is obscene. Oh, Vesta does fire bombs. Okay. "15 meters with a smaller blast radius, but a burn time and damage." We'll stick with the scout bomber. We will change out the light mortar, which has been remarked. It's always the question, what do you get rid of for something else cool? In this case, we'll get rid of the... Yeah, we'll get rid of the airstrike for the cruise missiles, because the airstrike is kind of expensive and not that effective. Air Raiders. Probably the one guy you'll have to change up the most at all times. Alright. 5. Shattered Peace. Head out to the city ahead. We should be able to get some rest once we get there. The reinforcement troops should arrive soon and take care of the situation. You'll be home soon. Don't worry. Oh, right. I think I remember this mission. In that case... I want to use the cruise missiles, because cruise missiles are always hilarious, but we're gonna stick with the scout bomber. Or, heck, let's try out Vesta, why not? I love how many of these loading screen tips are about the Aranea, despite the fact that they only show up in like the last quarter or fifth of the game. Oh no, this is the city. Well, never mind then. God, I think I remember this mission from 4.1, honestly.
Things are attacking the city. People here are all civilians.
Like,
Sergeant, perfect timing. Please support us. There's no time to waste. We must minimize the
the map start point's certainly similar, at least.
We will join the fight.
Are you alive?
Yeah. There's no time for rest. Anywhere safe. All we can do is fight. Protect the civilians.
Not with the mortar here.
Which freaking country made these weapons? How can anyone create those horrible things? I'll find out who's behind all this horrible stuff.
Again, the voices.
Teach the guy a lesson. If only they were created.
Because a part of it is that it's locational.
Sergeant, move the tanks. They can block off the acid from the monsters.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. We're going to retreat real quick so I can actually change up my setup, because I assume this was a completely different mission. I'll take cruise missiles then. Those are always fun. Yeah, can you believe you only had 2 weapon slots in 4.1? Like, honestly, I don't think the game would be hurting to have another weapon slot for everyone.
Attack the monsters and stop the disaster from spreading.
Because so often you've got to spread your choices out between something useful, you've often got to spread your choice out just between the practical, because there's so little wiggle room to have fun in.
We must minimize the casualties.
I see. We will join the fight.
Like, I want to try out the stupid weapons, but before that, I gotta use the practical weapons. Is that even in range? Oh, hell yeah.
Good job, civilian. Which freaking country made these weapons? How can anyone create those horrible things?
Where are they?
I'll find out who's behind all this horrible stuff and teach the guy a lesson. If only they were created by man.
Cruise missiles. Last thing you want to do is accidentally paint one of your own guys. Gee, you think, buddy? You think, Mike?
This time, after we deal with the pylons.
Sergeant, thank you for your support.
Please, where will we
God, I love property damage in this game.
The enemy is much stronger than you can imagine. The whole world is being attacked right now. We already have our hands full with managing the situation. Sergeant, move with tanks. They can block off the acid from the monsters. Once the monsters get close, move with the tanks. Aren't you a civilian? What?
stacks? Looks like this attack was well planned. I will survive.
Here is a follow-up report on the flying objects. They seem to be dropping monsters in various different places. The flying objects are extremely dangerous, so we urge you to keep a safe distance if you come across one.
Proceed to evacuate. 150 millimeters of cannon. Fire.
I'll swap my magazine!
Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack. 150 millimeters of cannon.
Now's the people! It's our duty!
Cruise missile.
Now those cruise missiles sure do take a while to appear.
I can't fire! I won't give in! I'll check on your wound later. Watch out!
Now way off in the distance there.
Right!
Is that all the missiles? I think that's it.
150 millimeters of cannon. Tanks, move out. Good. Keep it up.
Yeah, that's what I messed up earlier.
The tanks will support the infantry. Destroy the pylons. Attack the top part. 150 millimeters of cannon.
Honestly, if you can hear yourself think through all
This
this,
is
you're
the
doing
Strategic
something wrong.
Intelligence Division. We will support you in the combat.
Thank you for the support.
Based on the falling trajectories of the pylons, we've determined the location of the gigantic ship.
So that's the ship that deploys those pylons.
It's flying above the combat area now. It may deploy pylons. Please be on high alert to the sky.
About time. Prepare to engage! Yes, sir! Prepped and ready for battle.
Yeah, that's why cruise missiles are great, but they do have a whole 1 minute cooldown here.
Let's do it.
This is DE-202. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location?
Yeah, like honestly, big tip if you're doing solo, if you're doing air raid or early game,
The pylons are crashing down!
keep your stuff cheap early, because there's no way on earth you're going to be able to actually like afford the fun stuff.
Estimate the distance.
Alright, that's all 4 missiles. That should take out the pylon.
Destroy the pylons before they cause more damage!
A civilian request for bombing!
Come on.
The helicopter squad will arrive soon. Ground troops, hold your ground before they're here. 150 millimeters of cannon. Fire. 150 millimeters of cannon. Fire. This is Eagle 1. We're being attacked by UFOs.
Reload! Don't play dumb! Strike!
This is the Strategic Intelligence Division. The gigantic ship is descending. It might be heading to the combat area.
What did you say? Tell me.
The estimated time of arrival is... Wait, it can't be. It's already near ground level.
Fire. There's so many. They outnumber us tenfold.
Yeah, you just gotta go like nuts on stuff. Your only consideration should be how long until I can do it again.
Pylons are crashing down!
Yeah, like early on, cruise missiles are your best bet at taking these things out,
So far, the
especially from a
identity of the
distance where they have
flying
near
objects
infinite
remains
range.
unclear as governments worldwide deny involvement. And it hasn't been confirmed whether other organizations are involved. Although the government promised to clarify the situation, The current state is in chaos for authorities in question, so the situation remains obscure.
A civilian ordering an air raid? Never heard of anything like this.
I need information. What are we fighting against?
Hostile forces.
What exactly does hostile forces mean?
Huh? Sergeant!
Big fucking
this
ants,
is not
buddy.
good.
Honestly.
What is that? It's as large
Yeah,
as the
this is
city.
where any kind of
it a
vehicle would be nice,
spaceship?
but hey.
Could it be? Aliens?
Oh god, the mother. Are we already on that level? I don't even have a good anti-airship thing yet.
Hello? My brother said he saw a monster. It's the size of an elephant. Huh? No? Why? Why don't you believe me?
You know where the enemy
I don't
is?
know. There seems to be pretty good evidence. And, oh god, right.
Time to wake up. This is
Big
such a
thing about the
wild dream.
mothership.
There are no such things as monsters.
Yeah. Big thing about the mothership is that that is, in fact, a gigantic hitbox that can interfere with your strikes.
Yes, sir.
It's not as bad as...
We'll survive.
Like, it's not quite as bad as those missions in 4.1 that just straight up turned off your airstrikes, but still pretty gnarly. Yeah, like, sometimes your strikes would fly low enough. Sometimes your bombers would fly... Oh, god, yeah. That might be a reset right there. Danger close to us all to death here. Yeah, see? Because those mortar strikes come from the top of the skybox, the mothership is blocking them pretty hard, too.
Hey, civilian, you know where the enemy is? 150 meters. Fire.
Oh, that's what finally took the building down. Okay.
Strike.
This is artillery. Please tell me the enemy's location.
This is DE-202. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location? Flying saucers! Flying saucers are
Oh
coming
god,
out!
already?
It's not a terrorist attack! It's an alien invasion!
I don't have a good... That's very bad. Because I don't have a solid anti-air option yet. Come on, Spider-Mech. Dang it. The 105 should be good, but the issue... Yeah, the 105 might be nice for this. Okay, yeah, 105 is not bad. Any form of bomber is gonna be good. It's gonna be too frantic to use airstrike. It's gonna be too frantic for missiles. And the mortar's not gonna help with that thing in the way. This is the stuff you gotta consider with missions. I'll keep the 150, we'll replace the mortar with the 105. Because that one basically just messes up an area for you. And replace the cruise missiles with, yeah, KM6 is your best bet. And I still don't have a good vehicle, because the Nyx Grenadier sucks, and I may have shot myself in the foot by going hard. Mission 6, Unidentified Flying Objects. What on earth is that? This is gonna suck. Because this mission does have an analog in 4.1, but I swear the one in 4.1 comes sooner. Which is real important when you got
There aren't any
this.
safe places anymore. Not on Earth, at least.
Is it a new weapon made by another country?
Hey, look! What are those? They look like flying saucers. Are they enemies?
God, I wish I had lasers.
Show me the enemy's position.
Keep your guard up.
150 millimeters of cannon.
They're not gonna have a good time hitting anything here.
Fire! Shoot
This is HQ. The flying saucers are dangerous.
Just sorta hope you
Permission
can
to
hit
attack
shit.
granted.
Like, Olympic gun might actually be the best choice because it seems to move too fast for a standard millimeter cannon.
Hey, civilian, you know where the enemy is? Good job, civilian.
And at best, I can knock out a couple with the shotgun blast off the grenadier.
Aren't you a civilian?
Oh god, they can withstand a direct shot from the 50 millimeter.
Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack. Good job, civilian.
Look, the flying saucers were shot down. The weapons work.
Request code for airstrikes. Civilian, show me the enemy's position.
Just gotta make sure you tag the thing itself. Alright, yeah, we're doing well for this. Oh! Here comes the real stuff.
This is DE-202. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location?
We analyze their pattern of action. We think that these weapons are autonomous battle drones, and I am afraid their targets are humans.
Unmanned killing weapons.
Gee, you think? What gave that away?
If we let them run Rampage, it will result in unimaginable casualties. We must shoot them all down.
There should be laws against the use of battle. Which freaking country said those things? Face the reality. It's an alien invasion. No time for jokes.
This is Hummer.
The sauces are definitely a lot less goofy looking in this game than they were in the last one, but that means
Down those drones.
very little, considering they have colonists in this game.
The enemy. Roger. Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack.
This is Wingdiver. We have arrived on the scene.
Oh cool, Wingdiver Squadron's here.
Very well. Attack the flying saucers.
More flying saucers incoming!
There are too many of them! Tell me the enemy's location. Flying saucers are attacking humans. Civilians are in danger, so shoot down as many of them as possible. Hey, civilian, you know where the enemy is? Don't spare any drones, or they will attack civilians. Destroy them all. You're a civilian. Help us, please. You deserve my
Very long, but machine guns are the best.
Such weapons.
well done, civilian.
So far, no substantial information about the flying objects could be obtained. Governments of all countries are still denying any sort of involvement. However, there are only a limited number of forces that can perform such a large-scale attack. In order to find out the truth, the suspected parties should be closely monitored. Investigations ought to be pursued, and appropriate enforcement actions taken.
Yeah, first rule of this game, never stop dodging.
You dare to kill my men!
And vehicles are nice because they have lots of health.
Code for airstrikes. This is DE-202.
Not spectacular, of course, but nice.
Enemy's location.
It's danger close till it dies, honestly.
Back me up. Can't meet those expectations without a commander.
System, pull down!
Alright, looting time. There's only a couple saucers left. They're not that threatening. And we have AI.
The gigantic mothership is moving. Looks like it's activating some kind of device.
Oh my god, that thing already?
We better evacuate.
I forgot they put the death
Please
weapon here.
prioritize intelligence collection.
Did you hear that?
There's this weapon here, which means we need to back up soon.
Hell is that device? Look! It's a cannon, isn't it?
Somehow I don't want to be touching that thing.
They're preparing to attack. Wait, wait, wait! Retreat! Fall back! Fall back!
Yeah, it's not quite as threatening as the Hand of God in the last game, but ooh, buddy.
This is not just a world war, it is a space war.
Please reply.
This is Strategic Command Headquarters.
What do you mean by
Oh
hostile
god, yeah,
forces?
another one?
Please tell me which force specifically.
They're back! What is the Air Force doing? There are just way too many! At this rate, we will all die!
This is pt.2. Civilian, are you aware of the...
Understand? Sooner or later. If we want to live, we must.
2. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location?
Yeah! When can I wake up from this nightmare? I'll wake up in my bed, right? Machine gun fire! Start! 150 millimeter cannon. Fire! Civilian, are you alive? The gigantic ship is ascending! Leave the gigantic ship to the Air Force. Ground troops, shoot down the drones. Fire!
This is DA-202. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location?
Yeah, rule number one in this game, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. Which makes the next mission incredibly baffling. For some reason they added stealth missions to this game. I know. Yes, we are both seeing the same game. Yes, there are stealth missions. No, the devs will not take criticism.
This is DA-202. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location? Civilian, get out of there and hide. This is DA-202. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location?
Machine gun fire. Start. You aren't a soldier. That's the military air raid request code. Hey, civilian. You know where the enemy is? Powered exoskeletons. Initiate combat. Arms one. Initiate combat. Show them the power of powered exoskeletons.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest, guys.
Sergeant,
You're a
take
bit
the
slow.
civilians to a safe place.
Check your injury. Civilians, don't worry. You have
Like, yeah, there's a very similar mission. Very similar on like the other side of the map. There's a very similar mission in the last game, EDF 4.1, with the big difference being that you get a bunch of like anti-air missile launchers as AI backup, and they're a lot faster about it, considering the mission ended by the time those guys showed up. Let's see, better reload on the 105 could be useful. Ah, rocket cannon A. 2 beacons, 3-second reload. Ah, that's the stuff I needed. Significantly better, honestly. Combat Bomber Kamui. Can never remember what this one is. Ah, right. It's a very fast bomber. And it's a bit cheaper than my stealth bombers, yeah. Ah, there we go. The high-speed missile group. Much better. Even with a... Okay, the 2-minute reload's a lot. But like, if you want damage, there's your damage. Let's see, I think we can... Yeah, let's put on Kamui. Replace our standard millimeter with the Rocket Cannon A. What was the 180? Nothing spectacular if I'm looking at this right. Like, big shots for 400 apiece, which isn't bad, but 17-second reload is hoop buddy. In that case, I guess we'll take... AH, what's the mission anyway? Ah, this stuff. Okay, never mind, right. The plan was to head to the city through the industrial area, but look at those flying saucers in the sky. We need to be careful. Right, I forgot about this one. In that case, I know I said the limpet sniper sucks, because it does. But I'm gonna be honest, we just kind of need some kind of long-range option, which is not something the air raider is spectacular at without just calling in an airstrike. Yeah, like, air raiders excel in massed combat, and that's about it.
This is Dolphin. We're hiding in buildings, but there are flying saucers all around us. This is Rabbit. We're surrounded by flying saucers and can't move.
We should go save our men. That's too risky. Weapons are checked.
Sergeant, do you hear
Ooh,
me?
good shot.
We have info about the flying saucers.
Let's do it.
This is the Strategic Intelligence Division. Flying saucers are unmanned drones, meaning that we can still defeat them, even if they outnumber us.
Tell me how.
The color of the drone is the key. A blue drone is in alert mode and is presumed to be harmless, so the drones that glow in blue are not dangerous. But under certain circumstances, the drones will turn red. Red-colored drones are in combat mode. They are killing machines that can trace and kill their targets.
The drones in this area are all in alert mode. Don't fight all the drones at once. Lure a few of them each time.
Oh man,
and then
Kamuy's
destroy
fast.
One by one.
Not that effective, but fast.
Use this method well, and you can win.
Yeah, rocket cannons are actually worse.
There's no time to waste now. Sergeant,
I
support
mean,
the
honestly,
Dolphin
worst
team
enemy
and
type in
the
this
Rabbit
whole
team
game
right
are the advanced drones, which move at the speed of light. At least these ones have the decency to hold still sometimes.
Well done, Sergeant. Destroy the rest of the drones. Civilian, show me the enemy's position.
Blue means alert mode. Red means combat mode.
Come on, civilian. They are machines anyway. Once we know their mechanics, we can deal with them.
Kill them all!
Rockets, fire!
Save our men! Get out of here now!
Hey, civilian. You know
Yeah,
what
big
it
issue
is?
with the limpet sniper is that because the limpet button is where the standard zoom button would be, there's no zoom on limpet snipers.
Protect the people! It's our duty!
It's like, you could have the buttons pull double duty anyway, but no.
Help us, please.
I don't know who our enemies are, but there is no doubt they are powerful. And they plan to kill us all and destroy everything. I really don't want to fight them. Keep from... Check your wares.
Like, drones aren't even that good.
After some detailed analysis, we have figured out the conditions in which the alert mode switches to combat mode. There are 3 conditions. First, humans reach closest point of approach distance. Second, they are attacked. Third, when a drone is hit, nearby drones will turn into combat mode. That means the drone that was hit will inform the drones around it about the enemy.
Prepare to engage.
You really just gotta learn how to lead those shots with these things. But yeah, this mission is weirdly placed, so it's basically supposed to teach you about how the stealth mechanics in this game work. It doesn't do a good job of it, because these kind of mechanics don't show up that much. But later on, enemies are gonna start spawning in basically pods, groups, pods, whatever. And a big part of surviving is not pissing off too many aliens at once. Although, then again, the stealth mechanics will be better explained once colonists show up. Yeah, the sniper does solid enough damage. It's just slow and bad, normally. Fun fact, it is not possible to heal AI companions unless you're a ranger. If a ranger takes a health pickup while commanding AI, the AI will in fact heal.
Oh, we are the valiant infantry. We're the alpha team with passion and camaraderie. Hear us we shout at the top of our lungs. Become people and raise your guns.
Honestly, my biggest issue with this game, the absolute meme tier issue of course, is the fact that the army song sucks in this game. Although wing divers can sing in this game, so that's nice at least.
Yes, sir.
Just gotta piss off enough of them. And oh wow, this thing can one-shot drones. That's actually pretty nice.
We will be wiped out. This is Rabbit Team. We'll fight to the end. Charge!
This is the Chief Commander of the EDF. We are currently at war with the hostile force. Unfortunately, we suffered a preemptive strike and lost many bases. In addition, our enemy has been launching indiscriminate attacks on our cities by dropping monsters. As I am speaking, the casualties are increasing. Everyone, we have no choice but to fight.
Thanks, Commander. Yeah, unlike in 4.1, we're not really that prepared for the Ravagers. Or, God, what are the aliens in this game even called? Because it's not the Ravagers, that's the last set.
Shoot them down. Yes, sir. It's a hit. Right.
Like, they don't use R3 for anything, they really could just, like, let you use that to zoom, but whatever.
Keep your guard up. Sir, yes, sir. The enemy's approaching.
Limpet snipers, their only advantage is range. And solid enough damage for a limpet gun, but, you know.
I'll treat you to a nice restaurant. This is Dolphin. We have no way to run. We'll go out of the buildings and strike back. Aren't the rescue teams here yet? The enemy's coming.
Civilian on battlefield inside. Hey, just drop off the vehicle. Get on.
Looks like I think too far.
We did an amazing job. If we can analyze the data, we might be able to change the tide.
Civilian, you are pretty good.
I always found this mission being incredibly underwhelming.
To a safe place. It is our duty to protect citizens, after all.
Real safe place, buddies.
No choice.
Like, I guess this is meant to be like a nice easy mission to onboard you to some of the interest, to some of the more interesting things about this game, or at least the slightly less obvious mechanics, but wow, there are much better missions for that. Case in point, Monsters Attack, where we get to see Species Beta. Kamui's still solid, get rid of the sniper. I'll take a mortar, those are always fun. Yeah, rocket cannons are nice because they have an AoE. They're not my weapon of choice, but they're
Not
solid.
just unsafe. This is worse than before.
This definitely doesn't look good.
The civilians are in greater danger than we are. Sergeant, give us a hand. Destroy the monsters. Roger, let's go.
Kill them before they see us.
Not yet. Not yet.
Welcome to Species Beta. They're spoilers. Suffer.
An order from a civilian? Shoot!
You are already a good soldier. Just sign up and join us. EDF could use someone like you. Welcome you with open arms.
Yeah, the audio mixing in this game's impossible.
This is the best job ever. As long as there are no monsters.
Even with like good scaling. Although I guess I can turn it up again.
Bullets can never hit me.
Only you think.
Oh, we are the valiant infantry. We are the Alpha team with passion.
This is Ranger 3! We're fighting threat-shooting monsters! 2 of us got injured!
Fire!
Reload now. Yes, sir.
Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack.
Gotta get used to my lobs anyway.
Let's back off!
Is that... That was probably too far for a lob.
If you don't get
Yeah,
tangled,
way too
there's
far,
nothing to fear.
jeez.
What? Orders!
Eh, it gets easier with time. Mostly because...
Hey, civilian. You know where the enemy is?
That's because you're almost never gonna do a long-range snipe with those recall
This is the
beacons.
Strategic Intelligence Division. The black monsters we encountered before will be called Alpha from now on. The ones that shoot threads will be called Beta. Although the species Beta monsters are slow, they can unleash threads with acid, so they are very dangerous.
Yeah, the threads are basically like the anti-air option for a good chunk of the game. Alright guys, have fun. Because a wing diver... Yeah, a wing diver will get shredded by those things. Hell, they're not... God, I love the grape jelly you get sometimes.
Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack.
A civilian request for bombing!
Fire mortars!
I do like how they change up the voice lines depending on if you're in your civilian outfit or not.
Civilian, show me the enemy's position.
Reloading. Back me up for 2 seconds.
Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack.
Captain, everyone look! It's a large flying saucer.
DE-202. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location?
Yeah, a bit of a complaint about this game is that it takes a very long time to onboard you for half the stuff.
Hey, civilian, do you know the
Oh
enemy's
right, you gotta
location?
like you gotta learn how to like predict shit when you're using these things. I'm so used to the much faster ones.
Rockets, fire! Civilian, show me the enemy's position. Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack. Hey, civilian.
Yeah, Rocket Cannon Alpha kinda sucks by itself. Because at base it has 0 frickin' shots.
Show me the enemy's position. Take this. Civilian, show me the enemy's position.
Give me a bigger AoE or something. I'm so used to
Where the enemy is?
I'm so used to the much more threatening much more threatening late game whale cannon, which didn't make it here honestly. Just sad.
Rockets, fire!
And I am this close to just going nuts on you.
Are you aware of the enemy's location?
Yeah, it's just the fire delay is
You know where the
nuts.
enemy is?
Yeah, I can kill him with one shot, but that shot's gotta hit.
You know where the enemy is?
Like that 10-meter radius isn't how we kill crowds. It's actually lets you sort of compete with the big guys.
I'll climb to a position higher than the sergeant. All right.
Can I? There it is. Hey, Mike, you feeling alright?
Prepare to engage. Yes, sir. Idiot! About myself making big money. That how it is.
Rockets, fire!
We have found. Enemy shoot.
Civilian, show me the enemy's position.
Ready for battle.
Rockets, fire! Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack. Rockets, fire!
Yes, sir.
Hey, civilian, you know where the enemy is?
Yeah, the delay. Oh god, yeah. If that doesn't kill instantly, then what's the point?
Rockets, fire!
I'd much rather use just the basic ones at this rate.
You know where the enemy is?
They're more likely to hit too.
Can't wait.
Rockets, fire!
Jeez.
Hey, civilian, you know where the enemy is? Rockets, fire! Rockets, fire!
Keep your guard up. Sir, yes, sir.
Come on, civilian, tell me where to attack.
Yeah, Aerator is a bit of a slog at the start, just because, yeah, low unit counts actually makes these way more dangerous than if it were big groups.
Wipe out the monsters.
Everyone stay alert.
A lot less fun besides. There's no chaos with this stuff.
There are monsters dead ahead of us. Just my luck. No, you're wrong. Monsters are everywhere in the world.
Oh right, Kamui isn't ready yet. Oh right, yeah. The range your dude can throw those is obscene. I keep forgetting about that because I'm more used to like ranger grenades. Or at least that's what I'm thinking of. And oh right, gotta wait for the ship to go away because oh no, that worked. Sort of. That killed
You're a civilian,
nothing,
right?
actually.
Proceed to evacuate. Rockets, fire! Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack. Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack.
Entering the ring. Weapons in check.
Civilian, show me the enemy's position.
Oh god, right, they're underneath the thing.
Civilian, show me the enemy's position.
It's like, normally that's not a big issue. I just use a vehicle or something, but no. Biggest flaw of the Air Raider kit, they cannot shoot up, which is really bad.
This is DE-202. Civilian, are you aware of the enemy's location? Come on, civilian. Tell me where to attack. Civilian, you deserve my praise. Good job, civilian. What? You're a civilian? Fire mortars!
Just freaking pounded that thing in the dirt.
Container, drop. Hey, civilian, you know where the enemy is?
Large flying saucers are appearing everywhere. They keep dropping monsters.
We know. The monsters are everywhere. Hey, civilian! Tell me where the enemy is. Civilian!
Yeah, I'd much rather just a basic machine gun, or hell, impact explosives would be nice.
Attention, everyone.
But the shotgun
This is the chief
at least
commander.
does the trick.
We were ambushed by the enemy and suffered great loss. The ravages of war have spread all over the world and are even getting more serious. It is unfortunate that we were heavily stricken by the enemy at our first battle, but we are not lost yet. The most urgent matter at hand is that our people are still in danger. We must pull ourselves together and start our counterattack. The EDF shall rise again, and the time is now!
Like, I may have legitimately shot myself in the foot by going on hard, because I don't have access to some of the weaker drops.
There really is such a place. All units, check your injury. EDF!
Oh, hey, Plebeier. This game is a mess, and I have not looked at the laptop in a while. Sorry. Ah. Yeah. Like this, like, I don't even know if you're still here, but this game is absolute nonsense. It's fun, but it's nonsense. Autocannon, what does the autocannon do again? Is that just a laser thing? With a 1.7... Huh. That might actually be decent. It really does! This is Earth Defense Force 5. They all look like this. The exceptions are the spin-offs like Iron Rain, but Iron Rain sucks. But yeah, essentially, this game is, it does look bad. But if you're here for really cheap-looking explosions, this is the game to go for. Gun B, Sniper A2, Electromagnetic Bunker. Is any of that even good? Like, I might swap out the rocket cannons for... Autocannon A seems fun. Still no vehicle, though. Alright. Wedge of Destruction. Damn! Monsters are here too? The citizens are in danger! Exterminate the monsters! This is very much like a campy sci-fi B-movie kind of feel.
It's raining hard. Move in!
Pylons are being dropped. Stay alert.
Stop it!
Sergeant, pylons are being dropped from the sky.
What was this again? It was like a bunch of shots in one... that should do good enough for killing pylons.
Species Beta, they're coming. We can't leave the pylon like that. Destroy it before it causes more casualties. Ready for battle.
A civilian request for bombing!
Go! Enter the enemy position. Someone save me!
Civilian, you are brave. You're a civilian, right?
Yeah, it's
Proceed
not...
to evacuate.
The autocannon's not amazing for this kind of thing.
Good job, civilian. Machine guns.
There we go, finally.
Machine guns. Machine guns.
A civilian.
Machine guns.
I'm impressed.
Machine guns.
Shoki bad. Yes, sir. Have you made up your mind to become a soldier?
Being a soldier is awesome.
You'll receive a pension.
You don't need to worry about your life after retirement.
But you will be disappointed by the amount of the death gratuity.
Yeah, Mike, Jeff, Jafar, you've asked me this like every other minute. And every other minute it's like, I already have the guns, what could you give me?
If we don't destroy the pylons, the monsters will take over the city. The enemy's plan
Should've
is to
brought-
fill the city with monsters. But we won't let that happen. Destroy the pylons and stop the enemy's plan.
Should have brought cruise missiles, but autocannon should work.
Quite in range.
Machine guns.
Not a bad weapon, even if it's awkward to use at the best of times.
It's clear, civilian.
Machine guns. Machine guns.
Yeah, I don't really have a ton to say about this game, because it kind of speaks for itself, huh?
Protect the people. It's our duty.
Good job, civilian.
Oh, finally, a good idea.
Machine guns. Civilian, get out of here and die.
Machine guns. Machine guns.
Oh, finally. Jeez.
Civilian, get on the vehicle.
Pylons coming down! Weapons are checked.
This is
Species Beta is coming!
this is very much not an expensive sort of game. It's cheap, it's chintzy, it's incredibly stupid, and it's great. So yeah, if you want something polished, this is not the thing. Which I think I've said like 3 times by now, but the point still stands.
Earlier today, EDF made a shocking announcement. According to EDF, the flying objects all around the world are spaceships of an extraterrestrial civilization. EDF also made the radar records public. The data showed the moment when numerous flying objects showed up on the Earth's orbit. The data record was so shocking that everyone at the press conference, including journalists, were speechless. Now, journalists from all around the world are crowding at EDF headquarters, and it's chaotic on the scene.
Yeah, spiders are not fun for me either. Like, yeah, their whole thing is messing up wing divers by slowing them down a ton, but like, those webs will rip right through a mech.
Unbelievable!
I'm totally fine with it. I saw the flying saucers with my own eyes. So I have to accept it.
All wiped out.
Just out of curiosity, Plebeier, do you normally watch these streams and just not chat when they're live, or yeah, or do we just stream at a weird time for you? Also, yeah, shockingly enough, Ash isn't here today because otherwise we'd be playing what was it? Binary Domain, yeah, which is also very dumb, but like not this.
You deserve my brains. Civilian, you are brains.
What? A civilian? Thank you for your help.
Gonna lose this thing any second now.
Civilian, can you hear me? Tell me the enemy's location. An order from a civilian?
Now there are numerous people crowding at the EDF headquarters, and it's chaotic on the scene. Not only the press, but
It
many
was like being a
citizens
wizard
have
in a
gathered
freaking
here.
Dark Souls game. You're always just hot swapping spells.
Asking about EDF's plans
If
or
you're doing
seeking
PvP.
protection. We can hear requests turning into yelling everywhere.
Reloading! Machine guns. Do you know the enemy's location? Machine guns.
Alright, bodies.
A civilian ordering an air raid? Never heard of anything like this.
I promise I'll take you to a safe place.
Enough with the comforting.
Machine guns.
An order from a civilian?
Yeah, fancy jump shots are more like the ranger stuff. Only to use when at extreme ranges, which this is not. Which is a lot of nonsense, but it's not extreme range.
Hey, civilian, do you know the enemy's location?
Civilian, get out of there and hide. Average civilian, do you know the enemy's location? Machine guns. Civilian, you deserve my praise. Machine guns.
Finally, jeez. Should have brought cruise missiles. At least then I'd only have to wait a whole minute between destroying these things.
A civilian? Thank you for your help. Start bombing.
Honestly, it's real hard to mess yourself up with a light mortar. It's not like a sprite fall, which... Oh, buddy, if you drop a sprite fall at your feet, you better be ready just fucking ready to make it through that stuff.
Civilian, get out of there and hide.
Yeah, brief spoiler for anyone who hasn't heard it yet. I have played this game before, and I'm playing it again because I just don't have the capacity for something smarter than this.
Machine guns. Machine guns.
Thanks,
Sergeant,
Whale.
assign troops to protect the civilians. Take them to safety.
I don't think it's actually called Whale in this game, which is unfortunate, but hey. Alright, nothing super cool. Light mortar is more damaging, that's fine. Rocket cannon... Yeah, nothing good. Power assist is... they're alright. That's a lot better though, a whole 1,500 points off the Grenadier, so we can call that in a lot faster. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with this setup. Escape. You'll reach the city once we cross the mountain. We should be safe there. I know I'm asking a lot, but you have to keep going. You can rest when we get to the city. Right. Definitely. Alright, welcome to the mountain map.
I'll take you to a safe place, this time for sure.
I think it also doubles as a beach map.
We can all get a rest once we get there.
I can fight no more. First, I will have a nice meal. And
Shush! I think I heard something.
you like the army?
Yes! Monsters! A huge swarm of monsters! They're coming from all directions!
Oh god, yeah, reds. That's less than ideal. They're melee only, so they're honestly not that bad for a mech, but I don't have a mech.
These things don't spit acid. Don't give up. Tell me the enemy's location. Don't give up. Even if you get bit, just shoot the monster dead.
Thank you for your help.
Shoot the monster dead.
Lots of you will die in this attack, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Safety if I get caught.
God, I wish I knew someone who's willing to play this game with me, because it's
Declaring emergency.
a
Protesters
blast.
who are against this decision are confronting the police.
Company!
Ah, more of them. Should have called this thing in sooner.
Now this is really bad.
I'm real rusty on the instincts here.
The weapons of the red monsters are their fangs.
Ah, right.
Shoot them dead.
Just gotta cycle all the way through. A lot. Really danger close myself here.
Attention everyone, this is the Chief Commander. I have an important announcement to make. The identity of the hostile forces is presumed
Oh, that's less than ideal.
extraterrestrial civilization.
I think I blew up my own thing, but that's fine. Because this is the first time you really get to cut loose with your stuff.
Find it unbelievable, while others may think I'm mad. I wish that was the case, but unfortunately it's all real. This is an official statement. We have made contact with an extraterrestrial civilization. And the
Thank
Earth
God there's no fall
is
damage
being
in this game.
infected by it.
That would suck more than I'm willing to admit.
It's clear, civilian. Hey, did you hear that? This is absurd. You are the soldier. That's the military air raid request. Attention, everyone. This is the Chief Commander. The enemy is coming from the sky. There is nowhere safe on Earth. The Earth is turning into a battlefield now. I hope all of you are prepared and ready to stand on the front line. This is Bob. It's okay if you're a
I mean, I will, but that's really not my job here.
Machine guns, fire!
This is an emergency
That is
news
my phone.
flash. EDF just made a major announcement. Spaceships were discovered and presumed to be owned by extraterrestrials. The spaceships have arrived on the Earth's orbit, and the
Oh, there it
EDF
is.
has started battling with aliens in some regions.
There are no more comforting words I can say. I think you've already figured it out yourself.
There's nowhere safe. Too bad.
Come on. In a situation like this, we all get it. Run!
But yeah, there's a very good reason why this game looks like why this looks like a mobile game. And it's the fact that good graphics would cripple this game. It looks like a troop of large flying saucers coming this way. It is trying to pass through this area and drop the monsters in the city. If it succeeds, it will result in unimaginable casualties. We must stop it here and now. The Air Force is about to arrive. Leave the flying saucers to them, we'll focus on exterminating the monsters. Mission 11, Burning Sky. This has probably one of the best scenes in the whole game.
Monsters! Exterminate them! Run!
I'm ready.
Leave the large flying saucers to the Air Force. Defeat the monsters on the ground. You deserve my praise.
Take out all monsters! Now, shoot!
Machine guns.
Firm distance with the enemy. Good job!
Machine guns. Fire!
Yeah, I would like something a little more helpful than cavalry, but hey.
Crap, I don't have bullets!
Machine guns.
The magazine is empty. What should I do?
Honestly, I do not need the autocannons here.
You're good!
Get out of there and hide.
Mission clear.
Mission clear!
That seems to be the last one.
I'm tired already!
Why'd you join the EDF?
Because I want money and fame.
Yeah, autocannon alpha is one of those kinds of weapons you really just stock. Well, that's not fair. It's solid in certain scenarios. It is by no means supposed to be your mainline weapon,
Exterminate the monsters being
considering the inherent fire delay in it. 'Cause even with good reload, you have to deal with it has to stop firing before you can use it again.
machine guns.
Hey, civilian, do you know the enemy's location? A civilian request for bombing!
Machine
Yeah,
guns.
it's just kind of not that good.
The Air Force will shoot down the flying saucers. They will start the attack soon.
it works against spiders, but these aren't spiders. They're ants, which are entirely different.
The Air Force is attacking. All infantry, back off.
Oh boy. Alright. Here it is. It's the best scene in the whole game.
I dreamed about myself making weight.
Commencing air raid.
Back off, or we'll get caught in the air raid.
I don't want to die by friendly fire.
This is Skyback.
Oh, we are
Commence
the
attack.
valiant infantry. We are the alpha team with passion and camaraderie.
Too late, too late.
You think you can beat us with those weapons?
No, actually, never mind.
This was too easy.
Try dodging that, dumbass!
For some reason, I remember those missing more. But no, those are definitely hitting the ships. It's just not doing anything because they got hit in the bottom.
No damage? Damn! Our attacks were ineffective.
They didn't dodge because there's no need.
Hey, what's that rush?
Let's go.
Lord flying saucers, dropping monsters.
I can fight.
We must stop the monsters here. Don't let them enter the city.
Prepare to engage.
Yes, sir. I'm okay. I'm not shaking.
Machine guns, fire!
Attack them once they're in range.
Hit the target!
This is a war situation report. Although the EDF caused tremendous damage to the aliens, the battle is still
Yeah,
continuing. We have
Kind
the
of
upper
bad for
hand.
this stuff.
Please do not be influenced by rumors. Stay calm and don't panic. There will be evacuation alarms in areas where evacuation is required. In order to act rapidly in case of evacuation, please start preparing your basic necessities and be ready.
You're a civilian, right? Proceed to evacuate.
Easy for you to say.
You're good. We took out the enemy.
Honestly, AI companions are so nice this early on.
Beware.
You'll miss the target at this range. Hold your fire.
Take this. The Air Force is about to strike. Back off.
Reload.
Cover me before I finish.
Civilian, get out of there and hide.
Our targets are huge. You can't miss.
And yet you do with alarming regularity.
What's your magazine is empty. What should I do? Hang in. Someone is injured.
It's not working at all. What is the secret behind that golden armor?
I start to feel hungry.
Yeah, sure. Is there nothing we can do about those aliens?
If our attacks don't work, we can't put up a fight. If we can't retaliate, we're just sitting ducks.
Oh, we are the valiant. We can't find a way. Penetrate the golden armor. Mankind is lost.
A civilian request for bombing!
Mortar! Fire!
Takes a very long time to end the mission.
Enemies! They're dropping monsters!
Oh, because that was not the end of the mission.
A civilian ordering an air raid? Never heard of anything like this.
Machine gun, please take down the monsters. Exterminate the monsters.
Take this!
If we can't shoot down the large flying saucers, the monsters will keep multiplying.
Guess we have to put our lives at risk for this one.
Attacks on the large flying saucers were ineffective. There's no way mankind can win. Do you know the enemy's location?
Obviously, the flying saucers are dropping monsters that are larger than their own mass. They are probably equipped with the same teleportation device used by the pylons.
Yes, sir.
Does this technology teleport objects? That's amazing.
We need a replacement.
We will call the enemy's transporting technology teleportation from now on.
Do it, civilian.
B-movie sci-fi, it's great.
Machine guns.
The visitors from outer space have been dubbed primers by EDF. Since we are at war, negotiation attempts have ended. The EDF has been criticized for its lack of effort in keeping the door to dialogue with the visitors open. It may not be the best policy to give up on peace talks at the initial stage. Shouldn't we continue to seek dialogue with the primers?
Hey, lady.
If you want to go home, then we have to take it back from those aliens.
Passion and camaraderie.
Machine guns.
A civilian request for bombing!
It's clear, civilian.
Oh, finally the duct crawler. Oh, and my first bulge laser. Perfect. Yeah, combat bomber, KM6, plan 3. That's... Oh yeah, triple shot, wide radius. Yeah. Not bad, not spectacular. Ah yeah, that 42-second reload. Right, basic lasers do kind of suck, but sure. And Depth Crawler 1, perfect. Finally, something cheaper than the bomb thing you can use for 10 shots. And next thing deer, we'll use the literal baby Death Crawler. Because it's a lot cheaper, and it's got more useful weaponry. We can swap it for KM6. Autocannon Alpha does need to be changed over to something. How's Limbic Gun D? Damage, what's the reload? Limbic Gun D should be fine. They're not spectacular, but hey. And I guess Bulge Laser. Yeah, this is a good idea. Spread disaster. Large flying saucers have invaded the city and are dropping monsters. Damn it, doing as they wish. Ignore the flying saucers for now. Our priority is to exterminate the monsters so that we can save the citizens. Remember that.
The large flying
Oh
saucers are
jeez.
dropping monsters.
Good start.
They could shoot threads!
Try to take out the monsters and protect the citizens!
Oh right, this mission. Okay.
There are flying saucers everywhere.
Have all the enemies gathered here?
Looks like the situation is the same everywhere.
How big is the alien army?
Yeah, the basic bulge laser sure does suck. Lasts a while though, so that's nice.
The large flying saucers that deploy monsters will be called teleportation ships from now on.
Isn't there a way to shoot down the teleportation ships?
No one has had any success. The hull of the teleportation ship seems to be protected by some kind of barrier. We can't even make a scratch.
Why are the aliens doing this to us?
What exactly do they want?
Really tough.
Large flying saucers!
There are too many of them. If they all start deploying monsters, we won't be able to kill them all.
So there's no way to take down those large flying saucers?
What the hell is the Air Force doing?
Sorry, civilian. Tell me the enemy's location.
Monsters! Goddamn aliens!
Bulge laser, shoot! What are the aliens trying to do to us?
Kill us all, that's for sure.
It's only a matter of time till we run out of gas. We must find a way to break through.
The Air Force is preparing a new type of aircraft now.
A new type? Does that mean there's a way to destroy the teleportation ships?
Perhaps, but it will take some time.
I think we gotta wait for that one to get dropped in because it can't poof like it normally would on the ground.
So that means it'll be to our disadvantage for the next 2 months.
All we can do now is defeat the monsters and prevent more damage.
Clear. These guys are really entertaining us too.
Let's scare the enemy to death.
The monsters are outside! Do something!
Canceled. Can I file a complaint?
Prepare to engage.
Yes, sir.
I will survive.
Satellite W1 was hacked? By who?
Prepped and ready for battle.
Unlock weapon system.
They're dropping monsters again! There's no end to this. If we don't come up with something fast, it'll become a monster carnival!
It's impossible to kill them all. It's the city. Everyone's gonna die.
Amazing!
Civilian. I don't think we can hold them off long enough for the Air Force to destroy the flying saucers.
Honestly, maybe a grenadier would have been better. At least then it could really cleave through groups.
I can't believe it's really happening! Pull it together! We will be okay after we defeat the monsters! Civilian, you deserve my praise.
Oh, still better than limpet gun.
Monsters are running in the street!
Shoot them once they draw closer. Approved.
Civilian, are you alive?
Good job. You check your weapons.
Incoming Lord's flying saucers!
Oh, gods.
Keep your guard up.
It's my duty to protect civilians.
Range.
It's the end of the world.
At this rate, mankind will soon be extinct.
I'm ready.
Scout team
Ready-
seems to have
ready for
spotted
battle.
enemies.
Really, I should not be staying
More
around here.
monsters than we can handle.
Oh
At
god,
this
I forgot
rate,
there was a
it's
dodge
only
button on
matter
this
of
thing.
time till our society collapses.
Someone just saw monsters! Where should we evacuate?
Vision, it's okay if you're a civilian. Help us, please. Monsters are coming! Save us! Civilian, tell me where it's safe. Well done, civilian.
This is a war situation report. Looking at the big picture, we have the upper hand. Although aliens keep dropping monsters, the EDF has exterminated more than half of them, suppressing the threat from the enemy successfully. Furthermore, the
Yeah,
EDF
real
has
suppressed
announced
here.
the development of a new weapon, which will be able to turn the tides of war. The new weapon will be completed in 2 months, and will be deployed in all areas in 4 months. It will be able to destroy large flying saucers, so it will give us a chance to defeat the alien armada.
I remember literally talking about the autonomous railguns, which cannot do that, funnily enough.
You're a civilian?
And that might be a wipe for me.
Sorry, civilian. Tell me the enemy's location.
Come on. Just a little further. And... dang it. Oh my god, seriously? Alright. Let's just... No, I want to retreat from that. So, let's review our strategy and realize that, of course, I'm stupid. That I should not have been bothering with any of this stuff. I should have been going with the only things that mattered. Lots and lots of explosives. Bulge laser? I think you mean another light mortar. Olympic gun D? I think you mean... okay, maybe not go for Vesta. I want to go for a scout bomber though. Yeah, why not? Either I will get the kill or I will die. Those are the only options. Still can't believe I lost that one, because if I managed to get into the mech, I would have been able to actually live that.
The Lord's flying saucers are dropping monsters!
They could shoot threads!
Try to take out the monsters and protect the citizens!
It's clear, civilian.
Flying saucers everywhere.
Have all the enemies gathered here?
Looks like the situation is the same everywhere.
How big is the alien army?
We don't have any chance.
Never heard of anything like this.
This is a horrible idea, by the way.
That the Poi monsters will be called teleportation ships from now on.
Isn't there a way to shoot down?
Like, normally you could get away with this later on, just because there'd be so many enemies. But as it stands, I'm completely reliant on the AI until a big group shows up.
We can't even make a scratch.
Like, red ants are way more valuable than the other guys we fought so far.
Large flying saucers!
There are too many of them. If they all start deploying monsters, we won't be able to kill them all.
So there's no way to take down those large flying saucers?
What the hell is the Air Force doing?
Reasonably, you should not be in this plaza. It's bad for your health. You should be, like, amongst the buildings.
We'll survive.
If you, like, had an actual Olympic gun, mind.
What are the aliens trying to do to us?
Kill us all! That's
Oh,
for sure.
perfect miss, honestly.
It's only a matter of time till we run out of gas. We must find a way to break through.
The Air Force is preparing a new type of aircraft now.
A new type. Does that mean there's a way to destroy the teleportation ships?
Perhaps, but it will take some time.
How long will it take?
About 2 months.
So that means it'll be to our disadvantage for the next 2 months.
Yeah, it turns out overwhelming firepower is a good idea.
Is defeat the monsters and prevent more damage.
You're a civilian, right? Proceed to evacuate.
Something is out there.
The monsters are outside! Do something!
It's for military use, but it's a case of emergency now, so let's just turn a blind eye to it.
Thanks, buddy. I know I could count on you, and you specifically.
They're dropping monsters again! There's no end to this. If we don't come up with something fast, it'll become a monster carnival!
It's impossible to kill them all. The city! Everyone's gonna die!
Are you alive?
I don't think we can hold them off long enough for the Air Force to destroy the flying saucers! Is the whole world like this now? The end of the world is coming! I can't believe it's really happening!
Pull it together. We will be okay after we defeat the monsters.
Should have gone with the depth crawler. It's flimsier, but like it could actually function sort of decently here. As it is, I just gotta kind of type the enemies into these. And hope, against hope, that I make enough points back to actually kill.
Machine gun fire. Start. It's clear, civilian.
Tell me where the enemy is. Hey, wake up, everyone! Go!
See, I did not think this through, because if all these guys do not die from this last attack, I'm done. Got it.
Incoming Lord's flying saucers.
Never heard of anything like
Sure,
this.
I can't use any of my weapons, but that at least spawns some reinforcements here.
It's the end of the world.
At this rate, mankind is
Definitely not my best idea, honestly.
battle will begin shortly.
Let's do it.
Because the idea was I'd be able to
There are
supplement
far more
standard
monsters than we
kills
can
using a
handle.
vehicle, but
At
that
this
would
rate,
require
it's
having
only
a
a matter
vehicle.
of time till our society collapses.
The sensors detected
Scout has
something.
spotted the enemy.
So basically, I just need the AIs
Someone just saw monsters.
to get a kill or two for me so I can use
The
something.
enemy's coming.
Looks like a bit too
Literally anything.
Yes, sir.
Monsters are coming! Save us!
Alright, that's a
This
wash.
is a war situation report.
Honestly, my fault for not using that crawler there.
Although
Or,
aliens
in
keep
fact,
dropping
literally
monsters,
anything
the
useful.
EDF has exterminated more than half of them, suppressing the threat from the enemy successfully. Furthermore, the EDF has announced the development of a new weapon, which will be
Very useful. Ooh. Oh no, that's dang it. I thought that was the APC. God, normally I just barely managed to scrape this, but nope. Yeah, I suppose it was a tad futuristic to not think I would need something, literally anything. Alright, the 105 is officially out of retirement already. No, that's Rocket Cannon A, which, no. Eh, 180. Alright, bad decisions, bad luck, here we go. This is a lot of bombs.
The Lord's flying saucers are dropping monsters!
They could shoot threads! Try to take out the monsters and protect the citizens!
Flying saucers everywhere.
all the enemies gathered here.
God, the time to shoot on
situation is the
the
same
180
everywhere.
sucks.
How big is the alien army?
We don't have any chance.
Why are the aliens doing this to us?
What exactly do they want?
The large flying saucers that deploy monsters will be called teleportation ships from now on.
Isn't there a way to shoot down the teleportation ships?
No one has had any success. The hull of the teleportation ship seems to be protected by some kind of barrier. We can't even make a scratch.
Damn.
Large flying saucers!
There are too many of them. If they all start deploying monsters, we won't be able to kill them all.
So there's no way to take down those large flying saucers?
The enemy's position.
What the hell is the Air Force doing?
Use your own judgment to change to flying combat.
Let's do it.
The enemy is near. Prepare to engage!
Yes, sir.
Monsters! Goddamn aliens!
What are the aliens trying to do to us?
Kill us all. That's for sure.
Really should stop danger closing my own allies, but you know.
It's only a matter of time.
Why wouldn't I when it appears to work?
We must find a way to
As soon as the... There we go.
Air Force is preparing a new type of aircraft now.
a new type. Does that mean there's a way to destroy the teleportation ships?
Perhaps, but it will take some time.
How long will it take?
About 2 months.
So that means it'll be to our disadvantage for the next 2 months.
All we can do now is defeat the monsters and prevent more damage.
Eliminated. The sensors are falling up our sensors.
Exoskeletons were originally a military technology.
The monsters are outside! Do something!
Request code.
They're out of range. Let's get closer. Yes, sir.
They're dropping monsters again! There's no end to this. If we don't come up with something fast, it'll become a monster carnival!
It's impossible to kill them all. The city. Everyone's gonna die.
I don't think we can hold them off long enough for the Air Force to destroy the flying saucers! Is the whole world like this now? The end of the world is coming! I can't believe it's really happening!
Pull it together. We will be okay after we defeat the monsters.
Monsters! Monsters are running in the street!
Much more manageable. Can't quite call him a gun crawler.
Incoming Lord's flying saucers!
Weapon system unlocked.
Battle will begin shortly. It's the end of the world.
Also, I will note, while these fighter tanks can actually climb walls, the camera is awful, so I don't recommend it. Like, at all.
Weapons are checked.
We have company.
There are far more monsters than we can handle. At this rate, it's only a matter of time till our society collapses.
Sensors setting off the alarm.
Civilian, you are ready.
Yes, sir.
Someone just saw monsters! Where should we evacuate?
Hide.
God, those things are slow.
Monsters are coming! Save us!
This is a war situation report. Looking at the big picture, we have the upper hand. Although aliens keep dropping monsters, the EDF has exterminated more than half of them, suppressing the threat from the enemy successfully.
It's doable.
Furthermore, the EDF has announced
Definitely
the development
doable.
of a new weapon, which will be able to turn the tides of war. The new weapon will be completed in 2 months.
Just gotta use
and
my
will be
tools a bit
deployed
better.
in all areas in 4 months.
And also get rid of the
It will be
180,
able
because
to
it
destroy
sucks.
large flying saucers, so it will give us a chance.
Right, in that case, let's try the high-speed missile group. We're not going to be able to use them as often as the mortars, but they might be more effective. If only because the mortars take a little too long to actually hit their target to be helpful.
Saucers are dropping monsters!
They could shoot threads!
Try to take out the monsters and protect the citizens!
You are the soldier.
Flying saucers everywhere.
Military air
All the enemies gathered here?
Looks like the situation is the same everywhere.
How big is the alien army?
We don't have any chance.
Engaging! It's finished!
You're great!
God, I wish I had the basic nicks,
The large
but
flying saucers that
unfortunately,
deploy monsters will be called teleportation ships
I did a
from now
goof.
on.
Isn't there
Alright,
a
high-speed
way to
missile
shoot
group.
down the teleportation ships?
No one has had any success. The hull of the teleportation ship seems to be protected by some kind of barrier. We can't even make a scratch.
Why are the aliens doing this to us?
What exactly do they want? Destroy!
Punch you a civilian.
Yeah, that'll do the trick.
Request code for airstrikes.
Someone save me! Take aim! Yes, sir!
It's not quite what I was hoping for, because it is fairly slow, but
Too many of them. If they all start deploying monsters, we won't be able to kill them all.
So there's no way to take down those large flying saucers?
What the hell is the Air Force doing?
Take down the enemy.
like I honestly wasn't expecting this mission to give me so much trouble.
I'm counting on
Then
you.
again, I'm being dumb. I shouldn't fight them in an open plaza, I should bring them down the streets where they can't just surround me and go nuts.
Aliens? Take aim!
What are the aliens trying to do to us?
Kill us all, that's for sure.
It's okay if you're a civilian. Help us, please. Emergency airstrike. It's only a matter of time till we run out of gas. We must find a way to break through.
The Air Force is preparing a new type of aircraft now.
A new type. Does that mean there's a way to destroy the teleportation ships?
Perhaps, but it will take some time.
How long will it take?
About 2 months.
So that means it'll be to our disadvantage for the next 2 months.
All we can do now is defeat the monsters and prevent more damage.
This is hopeless.
Alright, that's a first lifeline. Let's see if we don't have to use it.
Something!
There's just not enough points in this mission.
No one is complaining.
Maybe if I'd been playing on a higher difficulty, I'd have better stuff, but I somehow doubt I would have been able to get through this on a higher difficulty.
Weapons are checked.
They're dropping monsters again! There's no end to this. If we don't come up with something fast, it'll become a monster carnival!
This is DE-202. Civilian, override the enemy's location.
It's impossible to kill them all. The city! Everyone's gonna die!
I don't think we can hold them off long enough for the Air Force to destroy the flying saucers! Is the whole world like this now? The end of the world is coming! I can't believe it's really
Oh,
happening!
Christ. Okay, that's less than ideal.
After we defeat the monsters,
Completely burnt that calorie.
you are the soldier. That's the military air raid request.
I might have to smoke him while I got him.
In the street.
Machine guns.
Yeah, that did the trick, but that was expensive. It takes over a minute to recharge. It takes over 2 minutes to recharge, actually. Alright, in that case I can't rely on that for any sort of reliable health. And this is dangerous. If I can follow them in.
End of the world.
At this rate, mankind will soon be extinct.
Do it.
Oh, we'll begin soon.
Yes, sir.
Get the health and get out.
We'll survive.
There are more.
There are far more monsters than we can handle. At this rate, it's only a matter of time till our society collapses.
Yes, sir.
Civilian, you deserve it.
Someone just saw monsters! Where should we evacuate?
Yeah, that was bad placement.
You are the soldier. That's the military air raid request.
Alright, I'm gonna struggle in these tight corridors as much as they are. But crucially,
Vehicles are en route.
I can leverage, I can cut down on their numbers a bit.
This is a war situation report. Looking at the
Horrifying,
big
by the
picture,
way.
We have the upper hand. Although aliens keep dropping monsters, the EDF has exterminated more than half of
And
them,
that's a death.
suppressing the threat from the enemy successfully.
God, yeah,
Furthermore, the
what
EDF
can I
has announced the
change here that
development of
would
a
make
new
this a
weapon,
success?
which will be able to turn the tides of war. The new weapon
For
will
one,
be
not
completed
burning
in
my
2
high-speed
months,
missile group
and will be
immediately.
deployed in all areas in 4 months. It will be able to destroy large flying saucers, so it will give us a chance to defeat the alien armada.
Not burning my Kamui a dumb time. Oh hey, depth crawler boosted. Guard assist. Oh hell yeah, that should do the trick actually, but you know. Class and equipment, air raider, change the autocannon for the limpet gun. It sucks, but it's the best I got. Ugh. God, I've been stuck on this mission for like at least half an hour, haven't I? Oh well. I think we'll cut it here, and after this, and then next time we come back to this game, we'll have something a little fun to use.
They could shoot threads! Try to take out the monsters and protect the citizens!
Defeated. Good job.
Reloading that! Flying saucers everywhere.
Have all the enemies gathered here?
Looks like the situation is the same everywhere.
How big is the alien army?
We don't have any chance. Don't even try.
Coming this way.
I'm ready.
The enemy's approaching.
The large flying saucers that deploy monsters will be called teleportation ships from now on.
Isn't there
Man,
a
really
way
putting that
shoot down
PhD to
the
work, huh,
teleportation
Doctor?
ships?
No one has had any success. The hull of the teleportation ship seems to be protected by some kind of barrier. We can't even make a scratch.
Why are the aliens doing this to us?
What exactly do they want?
But yeah, no, that cost reduction is going to come in real clutch, because that means I'll be able to summon more depth crawlers in this
Too
mission.
many of them. If they all start deploying monsters, we won't
I
be
might be able to
kill
summon
them
a
all.
third, which would do
There's no way to take down
some
those
real
robots.
spicy stuff for me.
What the hell is the Air Force doing?
Battle will begin shortly.
Let's do it.
Safety device disabled.
We'll survive.
Yes, sir.
Monsters! Goddamn aliens!
What are the aliens trying to do to us?
Kill us all. That's for sure.
You can't die!
It's clear. It's only a matter of time till we run out of gas. We must find a way to break through.
The Air Force is preparing a new type of aircraft now.
A new type. Does that mean there's a way to destroy the teleportation ships?
Perhaps, but it will take some time.
How long will it take?
About 2 months.
So that means it'll be to our disadvantage for the next 2 months. Clouds aboard.
All we can do now is defeat the monsters and prevent more damage.
Come on, buddy.
Honestly, I might have been better just aiming for the much higher power of the Grenadier.
We are the strongest. Watch your backs.
I understand, sir. An exoskeleton feels weightless. I'm ready.
Ready for battle.
They're dropping monsters again! There's no end to this. If we don't come up with something fast, it'll become a monster carnival!
It's impossible to kill them all. The city! Everyone's gonna die!
Show me the enemy free locator.
I don't think we can hold them off long enough for the Air Force to destroy the flying saucers. Is the whole world like this?
Alright, this mission's a lot harder than I remember it being, or I just got really lucky last time.
I can't believe it's really
Honestly, it could be either one.
Pull it together. We will be okay after we defeat the monsters. We're on our way, civilian. Go!
Dropping! Monsters! Monsters are running in the street!
You are, Ray. There you go. Civilian, get on the vehicle.
Alright, if we can get past this wave, we should be good.
Can you hear me? Tell me the enemy's location. Incoming Lord's flying saucers!
Because I have something to protect.
It's about time.
Prepare for battle.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world.
At this rate, mankind will soon be extinct.
Every bit of supply matters here.
Let's do it.
There are far more monsters than we can handle. At this rate, it's only a matter of time till our society collapses.
Enemy confirmed.
The enemy arrived.
Something's coming!
Shoot them once they draw closer.
Someone just saw monsters! Where should we evacuate?
Stabilizer. Max out.
Monsters are coming! Save us!
This is a war situation report. Looking at the
Just
big
push
picture, we
through
have the upper hand.
one corner.
Although aliens keep dropping monsters, the EDF has exterminated more than half of them, suppressing the threat from the enemy successfully. Furthermore, the EDF has announced the development of a new weapon, which will be able to turn the tides of war. The new weapon will be completed in 2 months, and will be deployed in all areas in 4 months. It will be able to destroy large flying saucers, so it will give us a chance to defeat the alien armada.
See, I knew that thing would come. I knew that would come in clutch.
Aren't you a civilian? Why would you know the Paris code for airstrikes?
Jesus. Alright. Now it's time for the best part of every mission.
Well done, civilian.
Honestly, yeah, positioning is everything. The only reason we live that one is because A, I managed to actually push through one of the swarms fast enough to get fast enough to buy some room.
Drop off.
And B, I had enough of a head start to actually use my ordnance for once.
Civilian, get on the vehicle.
So now all that's left is mop up while we babysit this one last guy. Yeah, I knew the crawler was the right choice there. The grenadier, while it would also have been effective, would have required too much setup.
Civilian, you are stronger and braver than anyone else. You know what to do, right? When the whole world turns into a battlefield, all we can do is fight.
Alright, I believe with that we have been officially recruited as part of the EDF, and oh hell yeah, grape! Wish I'd gotten that sooner, but hey, grape! Let's see. Ooh, the cruise missiles are a little bit better, but not much. Olympic Gun Mark II, 5 shots, 2.5 second reload, 2.9 radius, 9 damage. That could be solid. High-speed laser guide kit, which is only for other people. The Grenadier, almost... like, that's an almost usable cost. Here we go. Grape would have swept for me. Rangers get motorcycles, Air Raiders get the Grape. The literal fastest... one of the fastest vehicles in the game. It's amazing. Okay, it's not that spectacular, but it sure would have done something. Like, it would have been a better option than either of the things I was using. But yeah, with that, we are officially an Air Raider and not some random mechanic dude. Can I... oh, hey, look at that. I can actually... okay, so I guess if I have one complete save file, I have all the complete save files. Oh, right, there's a reason I used, there we go. Air Raider reporting for duty. And with that, turning point unlocks. Which is not terrible, not great. Ah well. It is officially 306. That mission took forever, and I've been streaming for a while. So, art plug. I think I'm gonna call it here. Have a good day, everyone, and goodbye.